Greetings, my name is Pastor Graham. I'm coming to you on behalf of the prophets and teachers of Jesus Christ. Today we're going to be talking about and exposing the seven devils of the DC's Justice League. We all grew up with superheroes, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and all the rest of them. But we can see that it came from somewhere. And so we're just going to jump into it. We're going to give you some background of where it actually came from and why it's dangerous for us today, even though it's all around and we are all kind of are familiar with the DC characters. So first off, we see that it came from Babylon, the religion of Babylon, the Babylon 7. The Babylon 7 consists of the sun devil, Shamas. He was the son of the moon. We see that there was a figure called Nana Su, and he was the personification of the moon. He was the father of the sun. We see that there was a figure named Nergal. He was the third star, and he was the warrior for the devil prophet god. We see that there was a figure called Nebu. He was the persona of the fourth star, and he was the messenger for the devil prophet. And then we have Marduk. He is the personification of the fifth star, and he is actually the devil prophet. And then we have the sixth star. Her name is Iana Ishtar. She is the daughter of the moon, Nana Su. And lastly, the seventh star, it is Nin Urta, and he is the seeing eye killer devil. And so we see that the Babylon 7 have seven figures that people would pray for. Those were the devils that Nimrod and the rest of humanity was looking to, praying for: the sun, the moon, and the stars. We see that when the Greeks took over world domination, that they turned the sun and they started to call the sun Helios. And Helios was a type of person who was ahead of some type of moral justice. It was a justice that let you just kind of escape a divine justice. It was not you're doing something to be good, but you're doing something to escape penalty. We see that the moon was called Artemis. It was interesting that they turned the moon god that was in Babylon. Now they refer to him as a woman. And so even though we understand that the moon god was a man, for some reason they start to refer to him in a feminine way. We see the third star. It's called Aries, still the warrior. We see the fourth star, Hermes. He's still the messenger. We see the fifth star called Zeus. He is still the devil prophet. We see the sixth star, Aphrodite. She is the power of pleasure. She is lusty, and she still is a close relative to the moon. And again, but we know that again in Babylon, the moon was a male figure, and for some reason the Greeks turned the male figure into a female figure. And seventh, we still have the seeing eye killer, but they call him now Kronos. We see that Rome, they call the sun Apollo, but it's the same character. They call the moon Diana, again still hiding behind a female persona. The third star is now called Mars. The fourth star is now called Mercury. The fifth star is now called Jupiter. The sixth star is now called Venus. And the seventh star is now called Saturn. We're getting there. And so now we're in America. This is 2022. And we know that they turned Apollo into Superman. He is the representative of the sun. We know that Diana, the moon, is now Batman, the Cape Crusader. We know that Mars, the third star, is now a Martian Manhunter. We know now the fourth star is Mercury, the Flash. We know the fifth star, Jupiter, is now Aquaman. We know Venus, the sixth star, is now Wonder Woman. And we know Saturn, the seventh star, is Green Lantern. And so there you have it. DC just changed the Babylonian, Greek, Roman gods into something that us Americans can hold on to, worship, buy their little figurines, and go watch their movies and buy their t-shirts. We see that these devils are found in the Bible. We see that the first head, Superman, he goes by the name of Belial. The second head, Batman, he goes by the name of Sin. The third head, Martian Manhunter, goes by the name of Molech. The fourth head, the Flash, goes by the name of Beelzebub. The fifth head, Aquaman, goes by the name of Baal. The sixth head, Wonder Woman, goes by the name of Ashtaroth. And the seventh head, Green Lantern, goes by the name of the ancient serpent, the dragon himself. We see in the Bible, in the very first beginning in Genesis, where Adam, he goes up against the serpent. Adam and Eve is defeated. The serpent tempts them and he cons them out of their dominion. And we see that that is where everything started to fall apart for humanity. But thank God that he had a plan for us through Jesus. We see that Abel went against the spirit of sin. The spirit of sin was in his brother Cain. His brother Cain was possessed by the spirit of sin. And so we know that Cain became so jealous that he killed his brother. And so God had told him that he could overcome sin if he just would listen, but he didn't listen. And so he let this spirit of sin kill him. We see Moses. That he was fighting and up against the spirit of Molech. Molech was a man killer. Hence in the name Martian Manhunter. But Molech desired kids. He desired human sacrifices. He loved blood. He loved human blood. We see the prophet Samuel went against Belial. Eli's two wicked sons were sons of Belial. They were wicked. They were lusty. And Samuel had to prophesy to Eli. He said, you're putting your sons before obeying God. And he was warned, and Eli did not check his sons. And at the end, they all died. And then lastly, we see Elijah. He went against the prophets of Baal and he won. He then ushered in the next generation prophet, Elisha. Also, during that time, with the school of the prophets. And so they was warring against also the prophets of Ashtaroth. So not only the prophets of Baal, which was like 450, then they also had 450 of prophets of Ashtaroth. And we all know that was led by the woman, the false prophetess Jezebel. And lastly, Elijah battled against Beelzebub. And so we see that the seven original DC characters of the Justice League is nothing new. They've been around for a very, very long time, starting in Babylon, then heading to Greece, and then continuing on to Rome, and finally here in America. But we know that they are a defeated foe in Revelations. The seven-head dragon is defeated by Michael the Archangel and his angels, and we know that the dragon will not have the last laugh. So Satan, you're a defeated foe. And God willing, we